Hi, this is LV, again here to talk about something that felt very strong this morning. What I really wanted to talk about was symptoms and what they actually represent in our bodies. So really, a lot of people come to me and they have a physical symptom. That's most of the time why people go to naturopaths, although the direction of the healing goes in a much different way because there's always deeper emotional issues underlying these symptoms. I still use the herbs. I still use everything that a naturopath would use. But they need to be used correctly, because if someone comes to me with joint pain and I give them curcumin, for example, for the inflammation, it may or may not work. Really, half the time they might not feel a huge difference, and it's because there's something deeper that they have not tapped into. And usually there's toxicity, emotional and physical toxins. Curcumin is from turmeric. It does work on your liver to help release some toxins, but that is just scratching the surface of what's actually going on. Joint pain is just one example, and what's joint pain for one person, the cause of it, even if someone else presents in a very similar way, the healing that happens for each person is going to be completely different. One person might feel homeopathy and herbs are helping them a lot. Another person will not have any results with that, and they'll have a lot more results with deep emotional healing. And some people need both because one supports the other. So basically, everyone is very individual, and if you don't listen to your symptoms, it's much harder to heal. Symptoms are there for a reason, signs and symptoms. The symptoms are more subjective, things that you feel, and the signs are more objective, like, oh, there's blood in my urine, I see it, or blood work that you see values, right? No matter what it is, even if you had a car accident and you tore something or you broke a leg, that actual imbalance that's there, it's there for a reason. That accident had to happen, and it targeted something, and that thing that happened to your body is trying to communicate with you, even though it was caused by an external influence. That external influence was meant to happen to wake you up in some way. Every single symptom is there to help you wake up. Even the most extreme diseases, cancer, it's not something to be feared, and it's not something to be fought. It is something to work with. Cancer is not an enemy. So this might stir up some emotions in people. Cancer is just a symptom of something much deeper going on, and you have to honor and respect it and work with it. Now, I'm not saying you don't do something more than emotional work. You do what you need to do that feels right for you, for your physical body. It might be a combination of everything. But I'm telling you, if you don't go to the root, it's very difficult to fully clear these types of cells out of your body. Anyways. Paying attention. Symptoms move around. Pain moves around your body. There's a reason for that. Like, some people say, oh, it's my right shoulder, but then tomorrow it'll be in my left shoulder. Like, why? Why? It's because you're not hearing something, and it's communicating to you some sort of imbalance. The right side, the left side, masculine, feminine. There's something there that you need to understand. This is deep stuff, which we would address in an actual session. But what I want to do is give my own example and attempt to do an actual healing on myself while on the video. Do my best. I've done some work with this, but it's not gone. I have eczema. Some of you who know me know. I have eczema on the back of my neck, and it's been there for, let's say, 5 or 6 years now. Let's say since 2012 or 2013, something like that. And it's irritated the hell out of me. It's changed. So one thing that you can do is work with a symptom and watch it as it changes, because changing means it's moving, and you're sort of trying to connect. What is it trying to tell me? This requires some deep introspection, like kind of going into a meditative state. Because if you find what's actually causing it and release that and heal it and forgive it and thank it, you can do a lot of work. And it can change and it can heal. But you got to be patient, because the healing may not happen overnight. Now, I'm not saying I'm not trying, or I haven't tried to use herbs and ointments. Like if I don't moisturize with some shea butter, it's just going to get even more angry. Right now, it's at a calmer place than it was a few years ago, so something has changed. But as soon as a transition starts to happen, or some sort of stress, it gets worse. Can't ignore that, can you? I can't ignore it. At its worst, the worst it was like fiery red, itchy all the time, was when I was in a relationship probably like 4 years ago. And I remember this anger coming out of me, and it would just, like, I would be constantly scratch. It's not like that now. If anything, I just scratch it like for 1 second, gone. Like it's nothing. It's not even that volatile right now. So something has shifted. The more I become myself, the more I know it's going to go away, and the more I speak my truth and be who I am, and release this unnecessary anger that has been stirring around inside me, and forgive and be more in a loving place. That I know this is going to go away. So it's a work in progress. But I'm still going to tune into it and see, and just show you the types of questions that you can ask a symptom and what you can do to start to release it and heal it. And you might even feel a physical shift in that symptom. You can touch it while you talk to it. You can just look at it internally, up to you. So I will do that now. So I'm going to ask, what is your purpose? Just asking this eczema on my neck. And call it eczema, skin irritation. And I'm just waiting, I'm listening for an answer. So what is your purpose? And it's along the lines of, so it's a feeling you get. Sometimes you hear the words, you might feel it, you might feel a little shift in the sensation of the pain, if it's pain, or, and it's saying to me, I'm trying to show you how to connect more with who you are. Now, there is no mistake that it is my neck and nowhere else on my body. That's not a mistake. That has something to do with speaking my truth, right? So it's basically saying that I speak my truth, but not in all areas of my life. The last part of what I need to heal, and it's the only way, this will heal. It's telling me it will heal when I heal the relationship with my family. Because that is the deepest and most difficult one for me. And because I'm not being myself with them, I'm more angry, I'm more agitated. It's still there. But it has changed because I've been myself in other parts of my life. You can also ask, what can I do to heal this? And in my case, it has a lot to do with, again, speaking my truth and being in a more loving place with my family. But you may also detect actions that you need to take physically in your own health. So for me, it's literally like, stop eating sugar. It's like, stop. Okay, so let's just say I like sugar, and it's not easy because it gives you a sense of, happiness when you eat, well, when I eat it. Okay. The sugar is causing toxins, which is actually aggravating it. This I know because when I eat those things, I can feel my body reacting, and I feel the itchiness, and so it's both. Now the sugar, see, now there's another layer because there's a reason that I turned to sugar. So the healing just keeps on going, and then the deeper stuff, whatever stress is there, I got to heal that so that I don't reach for the sugar as much. This has been a journey, much better than it used to be. So taking care of my body, it's saying you are not yet taking full care of your body, and your diet still needs to improve. Okay. You can ask, what do I need to eat? And these are things you can do on your own. You can also have help from someone who can channel these answers with you, for you. And I'm hearing anything that cleans the blood. And it's saying not too extreme, because I logically would love to just do a juice fast, but it's telling me that would be a little bit too intense if you prolong it. So it's like my body's like saying, okay, that's a good idea, but it'll create a lot, like it'll bring up so much, and you have to be in a really stable place in your life to go through that. So it's saying not yet. It's saying don't do that yet, which I'm listening to. And one thing you can do, because a lot of people get so angry at their symptoms, they're like, why is this still here? Like, I've been angry at this thing. I've been like, why? Go away. Go. Gratitude. Because if you get angry at your symptoms, it's not going to help. It's just going to create more flare-up. Loving gratitude for these symptoms, because they're talking to you. Symptoms are talking to you. And the reason people get severe disease is because they haven't learned to listen early on. And that's okay. That's your journey. You had to go through that. Maybe hearing this video, you're listening now. Maybe you're like, oh, okay, time to listen. It's never too late. I mean, if you're bedridden in the hospital, there's only so much you can do, but you can bring more peace into yourself, and you never know. Miracles do happen. So learn to listen to your symptoms, talk to them, ask them questions. What's your purpose? What do I need to do? Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for treating you this way. That's what you're talking to the symptom. You're talking to yourself. Ask it to forgive you for anything that you have done that has not helped. So I wish you lots of health and wellness forward, and I hope that this has helped you bring some insight into your own self-healing. I'm always here if you need more guidance, because that's my purpose, is just to help you see more clearly and empower you to heal yourself. That's why I'm here. Thank you.